Say 3 nice things about Eminem.
They come in a package that you can carry wherever you go. Everybody loves them around the world. And they're tasty. Peanut, and you can have the regular kind.
Very good.
What was going on between you and Eminem, if anything?
Nothing. Look, I talked to him. I, have spoken to him a few times, whatever. But in terms of me having like an intimate relationship with men, I can name them all on one hand, and he ain't on the hand. Less than one hand.
What's up everyone? I want to bring back my versus videos where I revisit some of the most iconic feuds in pop culture, and you guys voted for Mariah Carey versus Eminem, and I know that if you were not born yesterday, you guys are aware that these two have been feuding for the last 2 decades, so buckle up because this story goes on for years, and it definitely is one of the most famous feuds in Hollywood. Now Eminem is no stranger to feuds with other people. He has a long feud list with women as well, and he's feuded with Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, even his own ex-wife, and his own mom. He does not hold back when it comes to dissing other people in his music. And this feud goes all the way back in 2001 when Mariah and Eminem met up to discuss a possible collaboration for Mariah's project. Now, none of us know exactly what happened during this alleged meeting, but somehow it sent Eminem on a spiral after this incident. He claims that he and Mariah were in a 6-month relationship after this meeting, in which Mariah had continuously denied the claims. She claimed that the friendship was purely professional, and the way the public found out about their little situationship was through Eminem's 2002 song, When the Music Stops, where he states these lyrics: "I done come way too far in this game to turn and walk away and not say what I got to say. What the F you take me for a joke? You smoking crack? Before I do that, I'd beg Mariah to take me back." So when this came out, everyone was like, whoa, pause. Eminem and Mariah dated? He further confirmed the statement when he did an interview with Rolling Stone, and when asked if him and Mariah were boyfriend and girlfriend, he said this: "There's truth to that. I don't want to say anything disrespectful because I respect her as a singer, but on the whole personal level, I'm not really feeling it. I just don't like her as a person." This is when the seemingly one-sided feud began and continued for years. During her interview with Larry King, she denied dating or being in a relationship with him.
Speaking of mobbed, how about Eminem?
What about him?
Do you date him?
No.
Where was that printed?
That was printed everywhere.
And you didn't date him at all?
I hung out with him. I spoke to him on the phone. I think I was probably with him total of 4 times. And I don't consider that dating somebody.
In 2003, Mariah released her diss track to Eminem entitled "The Clown." The lyrics read, "You should have never intimated we were lovers when you know very well we never even touched each other." 2 years later, in 2005, Eminem continued the feud by shading Mariah in one of his concerts during his tour. He played some audios that were alleged to be Mariah's voicemails to him, and you can hear her song "We Belong Together" playing.
Well, who is that?
I love you.
You love me? Yo, that sounds like Mariah Carey.
That's me.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. Don't tell me she's behind one of these doors. Mariah!
I couldn't find any public statement about Mariah or her team denying that those voicemails were her, but it was alleged by a source that she did deny that the voice was hers. In 2006, Eminem throws another diss at Mariah. He raps the lyrics, "Your mind's on us like mine's on Mariah, and y'all are just like her. You're all effing liars, but I'll just keep effing you like I effed her." So in 2008, Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey have a private wedding in the Bahamas, and they officially tied the knot. They were definitely one of Hollywood's late 2000s it couples before Nick decided to have a whole village of kids. But the two did last a long 8 years, and they're now great co-parents. But when the news broke out that they got married in 2008, Eminem was the last person to be happy for them. He released the song Bagpipes from Baghdad, and the entire song was very intense. He dissed Mariah and her new husband Nick, and overall the song seemed to perfectly capture his bitterness about their new marriage. Eminem raps, "Nick Cannon better back the F up. I'm not playing, I want her back, you punk. I ain't playing no effing more. Nick Cannon, you prick. I wish you luck with that effing or."
I'm calling the police.
Okay, so now Mr. Nick Cannon officially gets involved with this beef, and he wants to show Eminem that he cannot disrespect his wife. Nick wrote a lengthy blog post blasting Eminem for dissing his wife, and also claims that his lyrics were racially motivated. A mediocre, at best, Eminem record that sounds like it was written in 2001. At first, I thought it was old material that had been dug up from when he fantasized about having a pretend fling with Mariah. But all of a sudden, I hear my name in the verse. My first reaction is like, this is his new-ish? Wow, that's too bad. So, Miss Marshall, I'm going to make you wish you never spoke my name and regret the ungodly things you said about my wife. This is going to be fun, and it's however you want it. Just remember you did this to yourself. Your legacy has now been tainted from this day forth, and you will now be known as the rapper who lost to corny behind Nick Cannon. The iconic Mariah Carey song Obsessed was released in 2009 as a response to all of the disses that Eminem has aimed at Mariah. I'm sure you guys all know the song and the lyrics and how she even shades Eminem in the music video by dressing up to look like him. I still listen to the song to this day, and I love rewatching the music video just because she really did accurately portray Eminem's looks. And in the same year, Eminem releases his song The Warning, Mariah diss, where he threatens to leak voicemails and photos from their quote-unquote relationship. Wow, he definitely works fast though. So here's his response to Obsessed. OG, is that supposed to be me in the video with a goatee? Wow, Mariah, didn't expect you to go balls out. B, shut the F up before I put all them phone calls out. You made to my house when you was wildin' out before Nick, when you was on my D. In 2016, Nick took shots at Eminem in a diss song, even though this is the year that he and Mariah divorced. Nick is not a serious rapper or an artist since he's more known as an actor and comedian, but the song still got his feelings across. He also challenges Eminem to a boxing match and a $100,000 rap battle. Eminem did not respond to either of these requests, and in 2019, Nick tells his side of the story on a podcast with T.I.
But from man to man, you talking out of pocket to my wife, you got to be held accountable for that. So I need to see you face to face. Ever happens when we face to face? It happens. I went looking for him.
Ooh.
I called managers. I got to show my wife I'm a man, for
That's
one.
real. Well, yeah, you got to.
And then two, it got, he said my name. I'm like, look, I know I ain't going to be, I said that I know I'm not going to be able to out-rap you, but I will whoop your ass.
He claims that he made calls to try and meet up with Eminem to settle their beef in person. So in 2019, the final response comes from Eminem when he raps these lyrics during a rap collaboration with other rap legends. I know me and Mariah didn't end on a high note, but that other dude's whipped, that kitty got him neutered, tried to tell him this chick's a nut job before he got his jewels clipped, almost got my caboose kicked, fool, quit, you not gonna do ish. I let her chop my balls off before I lost to you, Nick. I know I probably sound so stupid reading those lyrics, but you get my point, These are all the disses that Eminem fired at Mariah and Nick Cannon. So far, that is the last incident in this lengthy feud that has lasted practically 2 decades now. It went from being between Mariah and Eminem to Eminem talking to himself, and then ended in a feud between Eminem and Mariah's ex-husband, Nick. So this very messy feud could have definitely been prevented if Eminem wasn't so pressed over this alleged relationship they had. Even if they did have a situationship or whatever went on between them, he shouldn't have dragged her and her husband over the years, because it truly does make him look like the obsessed one. And a lot of his disses were just unprovoked because Mariah didn't even respond 90% of the time. And back in the day, Eminem was feuding with practically everybody, but nowadays he seems more chilled out. Maybe it's because he's grown now, or because of public criticism. Regardless, we all know that Eminem is somebody who just is gonna do what he wants to do and not listen to others. And now that it's been over 2 decades since this iconic feud has started, it's safe to say that all the parties have moved on, as they should, and Mariah will no longer need that restraining order. So let me know what you guys think of their feud below, and if you're Team Mariah, Team Eminem, or even Team Nick. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.